Hi, planner friends. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha and I am Platypus Plants. And it's, been a little bit since I've posted a video, and I've been really focusing on what is working for me because, hey, it's planner season. Everybody's got their lineups, and they're all trying to figure out what works and what they need. And of course, there's always the debate about the Tomoe River paper, the Sanson paper. Is it going to be, better than it was last year? Is it just gonna, is it gonna be worse? It's gonna, and everybody's trying different things. So I wanted to show you, and if you've been watching my videos, you would know that what has been really, really working for me for right now. And right now is August 17th, 2025, right? So this is my Aura Estelle by Annie Plan's classic daily weeks. This happens to be a 2024 that I did not use, and it comes in two books, January through June, July through December. And what's really working for me is not just this layout, which happens to be the month. It's a bundle planner. The month followed by a weekly overview, and it goes through the first week as dailies, right? And then it goes into the next week overview and 7 dailies. And then when you get to the end of that month, then it's the next monthly layout. This has been working really, really well for me, and I will explain to you why. Because I'm using it almost like a hybrid, almost like a traveler's notebook system. So in here, I have my Hobonichi Weeks notebook, right, which is the size of the Hobonichi Weeks. And it's like really, really slim notebook. And you can get like, a bunch of these. And as a matter of fact, there are definitely booklets that are weeks size, and they come in varying pages, varying amounts of pages. I just slip it in the front. I keep this very much like a Jabun Techo, I think it's called a first kit diary, where in the front of the book, which is, something like this, is thicker though, is a life book. And then it's in that particular format, it's weeks. And then in the back, there is an idea book you can slip in there too. So I realize this is all a variation on traveler's notebooks, which I never really liked because I don't know why. I don't know why I never really liked them, because I think you have to take, for me, I feel like I have to take the notebook out to write in it. But here, I'll find a blank page. I mean, if this is tucked right in here, right, I can just open it up and write it. Whereas I feel like in a traveler's notebook, and I could be very, very wrong, that I feel like I just could not write in it. Anyway, I have tucked in the front, because there's a little slot. This happens to be a Hobonichi Weeks clear cover. I have 2 rulers that I use constantly. These are also Kokio. These are Jabun Techo little mini Post-its, and a little Midori page clip. I use these. People say, oh, do they work? I use these all the time. Okay. So this in the front is kind of like things that are important to me, things that I need to remember, like concepts or ideas or projects that I'm working on. Okay. So I have that, and then the body of my planner, which I put in these. Let me get this. I put in the tabs from Planner Monkey Co. Is that right? No, Stylish and Simple. Gosh, I cannot remember what they go by, but I love these tabs. These are wonderful. And I probably would only use these tabs since it is a bundle planner. I kind of don't see it being useful to have like one month after the other, even though that's like how traditional traditional books go. Okay. And in the back here, I have another exact same notebook, just a different color, and these are my personal training programs for my clients. So I always have this book in hand, and that is why I realize I really cannot go any bigger than a week's size. I've tried different things. I've tried the B6, and even though it's short, whatever, maybe it's the same height. It's wider and it's easier to write in, and it's actually quite lovely, but it just doesn't feel great in my hand. Or the one that I was using, which was the Sterling ink, the cover is really floppy. So it just didn't work. Like this cover is not super floppy. It's more like a thicker cardstock, and I think that the clear cover helps. I did not have a clear cover on my B6. All right. So I'll explain to you what works. Okay, so let me turn to, okay, has not been written in. Okay, what works? This is a daily. I feel like dailies work for me because I'm an appointment based person, and I have multiple appointments in one day. So for example, I'm just going to flip so you can see this, right? This is a Monday. This is my, maybe it's not a lot, but to me, it's a lot because I'm going from place to place. These are my appointments and my classes, meaning my clients and my classes and some personal appointments. So, all right, this is the thing that works for me. I have my timeline here, which I wrote in, and I have up here, and I'll show you how it works. All right, so this is what I've been doing. I like the weather up here, right? And I have my astrological quote that I get from my app up here. It's like a prompt, and I really like it. And I have sectioned the right side off. I have to note the things that I need to think about and that are maybe slightly different. I also can, like, I have birthday in here. That's to note. Down here, I have the things that I have gratitude for. Here, let me get you here. And this is a section to buy and to do. This really has been working for me. I feel extremely productive. I feel like everything is in one place. And I realize I need everything in one place. Otherwise, I've tried different notebooks, different planners. It does not work for me. Okay. So you would think that I'd be super happy. I'm not. Why? Because Estelle is not coming out with the Classic Daily Weeks for 2026. So I went into this panic. What am I going to do? This is perfect for me. I have tried to make Hobonichi Weeks work, and sometimes it does, but right now in my life, it absolutely does not. So I am trying a lot of different things to figure out what is going on. When the pre-order went out for the Jibun Techo days, I automatically ordered that one because I love Jibun Techo. I wish it did come in a week's format. I like the layout. I just I'm not crazy about a B6 Slim. It still doesn't feel great in my hand. It's just a little bit too wide, just a hair, if you can believe that or not, right? So that is going to be coming. I also, of course, I panic bought a lot of things. I panic bought. I went to, it was the Just Scribbles pre-sale, and I ordered a pocket daily, and I was very intrigued. I've been very intrigued by the pocket size, so I ordered that. And then last night, in I don't know what happened to me. I was half asleep, and I flipped out, and I looked at the Aura Estelle website to make sure that they weren't offering the Classic Daily Weeks, and I realized that they still had 2025 on sale. So I ordered that, and which is exactly what I did with this one. I just redated it, and it was fine. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, honestly, but it was fine. Simply because I draw in, I really draw in all of this, and to me, it's a great thing to do, like, New Year's Day anyway, if you're, not hungover or not partying or whatever. Okay. So I've got those 3 daily planners that are coming, right? And a couple of weeks back, Sterling Inc. announced that they were doing a daily, right? They have the B6 daily, but they were also offering it in pocket and maybe A5. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention because the A5 does not work for me. So I wasn't paying any attention to it. And I thought, okay, now a pocket, not the passport. I think the passport would be too small, but the pocket really intrigued me. So what I did was that I went to the Sterling Inc. website and ordered a pocket notebook, a pocket monthly booklet, which of course was on sale because it's, August, and a pocket booklet, right? So let me show you those. I really just wanted to see if this size would work for me. Clearly, the size works in my hand. I can have this book with me at the gym. I do believe that a daily would be a little bit thicker than this because this notebook is 269 pages. So there's going to be at least 365 pages, right? At the very, very least, probably closer to, I don't even know. I don't even know how much closer it would get to because there's 12 months. So there's 2 pages per month. So it's 24. So 365 and 24 is 389. Wow, I can't do math at all, right? And that's just the bare minimum. So there's going to be at least 400 pages. There's got to be some a yearly index, and probably her planner pages as well. So we're probably looking at, somewhere, I don't know, I can't even begin to guess, right? For 450, 500, 520. I know that historically Sterling Inc. has had 520 page books, planners, and notebooks. So I have no idea how thick it's going to be. I do know width wise, great, feels great. And then I opened it and I'm like, wow, that just seems really small. But I kind of like it. It's super, super cute. I was also watching Karina Loves to Plan, and she just moved from her weeks to a passport TN. And it's really fun watching somebody make it work. And she seems to love it. And here's the thing, you can always go back. Like I had bought the 2025 Classic Daily Weekly or Estelle by Annie plans as my backup. I know I'm in a very privileged position. Don't get me wrong. Not everyone can have backups or try different things. I know for me that planning is super, super important. And if I have to spend extra money that I have, not money that I don't have, if I have to spend extra money that I have to figure out the best system for me, I'm going to do it because I rely on my book. Like this book is in my hand, 5-6 hours out of the day. Not all the time, clearly, right? But it doesn't sit on my desk, right? I am constantly working in it. So for me, it's worth spending some money to find the system that works best. Okay. And again, as I said, it's the hybrid TN system that works best. I'm not that interested in finding a TN cover for my Classic Daily Weeks because it works great in my plastic cover and it's super light. That's what also matters to me. I'm carrying it all day long. This has got to be light. It is in my hand all day long. It has to be light. And I have discovered, of course, that leather, being leather, is quite heavy. So even if you buy a leather notebook cover that's not lined with no like hardware on it, it's still going to be heavier than, say, a plastic cover. Okay. So anyway, so I also got the Pocket Monthly, right? Which is, I mean, it's really, really cute. This is just like adorable in so many ways. So here is your yearly tracker. And I'm not quite sure what you were tracking here because it's itsy bitsy. She's got the year across 2 pages, and that's tremendous to me. And then she has the quarterly, which I love that she put in the booklet. So here are your priorities for January, February, March. And I'm not exactly sure, again, what you're tracking here, but you could be tracking whatever you want. And then quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, and then it goes into the monthly layout. And this was for December 2024, and I have not worked in this at all. But, you know, here it is. It's super cute. It's super slim, and I'm really liking it. And this one goes up until January of 2026. And I love this. There is just like, you know, is it? Oh, yeah, it's one. She numbered them. She's fabulous. 1 through 17 sides, right? Look how thin that is. Ha, 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 super light. So if I wanted to mimic the system I have here, which works for me, I would have this. This is just the booklet. And the booklet is, how many pages? Drum roll, please. 64 sides, right? Also very thin. And sorry, I didn't take this one out of the cover yet. And you know what? I'm just going to leave it, okay? Because I'm not putting it together. This could be my system, right? Of course, the 2025 actual daily planner would be thicker. So let's just say it would be maybe there, okay? That's my system. It's pretty cool. Now, the problem is, not the problem, you know, one of the issues is that I would have to find a pocket TN that I like. Again, it's got to be super lightweight, and it has to fit one book and 3, no, I'm sorry. In my 2026 setup, if I were to go with this, it would have to fit 3 books. One would be the actual planner, which is thicker, and I would have my ideas, and then I would have my client programs that I can swap out once I'm done with the booklet, right? That's pretty neat, right? I think it's kind of cool. So what I needed to do was I needed to take, here, I'll give you something back here, right? This format and put it into here. So I started this yesterday. No, I started this today. All right. So I have dated stickers, right? Because this is just a notebook. This is not the planner. The planner's not out yet, right? I did the same thing. I numbered from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. And even though I do some things after 9, I never have appointments after 9. I refuse, right? There's no point in me having appointments after 5. So I realized, hey, this works. And then on this side, I put my weather. It's a little bit crowded, granted, it's a little bit crowded. And under there is my my astrology prompt. I have the things that I'm grateful for, and I limit it to 3. I have to note and to do. So I don't have, I took out to buy, because you can see that it's usually blank, right? I don't know why I put it in there. I think it's just to remind me of things, but that can be on my to-do list easily, okay? So I set up this pocket notebook the exact same way as my Estelle Daily Weeks. I did my weekly overview, things that I need to look out for, right? And here's my sleep tracker, which I've set up. Now, what I wanted to do was off camera, set up a day. Does this work? Here are my appointments for tomorrow. And I also have things that I need to do, like walk the dogs and, specific tasks that need to be more or less timed, right? And it fits. Now, I haven't filled in this part yet, but I'm really, really liking this. Okay. So I'm going to kind of show you, I'll speed through and show you how I've set it up because I only did one page. And yeah, here we go. It looks a little stark because I haven't actually filled it out yet, but oh, I need a clip. I don't have a clip, but that's okay. So I do have these dated stickers from Daisy Papers. I really like these. These are they're great. I like her a lot. So let's see. It would be Tuesday, August 19th. So I think every day I'm just going to move it kind of along this top line, the sticker, so it doesn't get really lumpy. It doesn't bulk up too much. And who knows if it does bulk up too much, I really am going to be using this just as an experiment, maybe to the end of the year. There's definitely enough pages. As I said, there are 269 pages. So I think there are 100 and some odd days left of the year. So I'm okay. This is my experimentation. So let me get this. Let me get this one sticker off. And I think I'm going to just move it along a little bit this way. There we go. All right. So I have space for my weather, for my astrological prompt, things that I'm grateful for, things I need to note, and things to do, and my appointments. So in this notebook, I'm going to start, first of all, I got to get it nice and able to open. Just break it in a little bit. I'm going to start writing in my client programs. And we're going to see how this goes. I'm really excited. I love the idea of having everything I need in a much smaller book. This actually fits in, this will fit in easily to any of my bags, and I don't carry big bags. I really try to carry small bags because I just don't want to be lugging around a suitcase all the time. Okay, so this is what's going on. This is my experimentation for at least until the end of August. If something happens and I'm like, wait a minute, you know what? This doesn't work, then it's not going to work, and that's going to be fine. Okay. So let me know if you, first of all, if you have any pocket TN covers that you like that are pretty light. Because I will be having at least 3 books, right? As I said before, it will be the actual planner, which will be thicker than this, and two of these booklets, right? And this is just for size, 2 of these booklets. So I don't know, maybe something like that, right? So if you have a pocket TN that you like with strings that has a pen loop, I have to have a pen loop. That is 100% non-negotiable, a pen loop. Sorry, that sounded very adamant. So I will give you an update on how these little babies are going to be working for me. And yeah, thank you. Let me know what you're doing for 2026 if you've changed your mind, because a lot of people have changed their minds because, for example, something is not being made, or they're unsure about the paper, or new things have come up. Like I just saw that Sterling Inc. is offering, I think she calls it the Core Planner, which is it's a weekly, and I feel like it is vertical. I think that's what the video was, but with only 25 pages in the back. And I'm like, hey, that's really neat. However, I feel like she's only offering it in A5 and B6. So if you are a person that has to have a smaller planner like me, it's nice to be able to look at these and go, oh, how cute, this is going to be great. But, they don't apply to me. I'm not going to be able to use those. All right. So let me know what's going on. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.